Your country 1039 KGRT. That's Keith Urban and Better Life. Oh, I remember there was a time when life was better.
Time now for the question of the day.
That's kind of relatable to our question of the day for sure. As I just saw this morning, I had a whole other question prepared today, but I just saw this a few minutes ago, and it said that there was a new survey that found we lose our sense of fun around age 27. Yeah, seems like adulthood kicks in our late 20s, and we feel like the carefree days of childhood are behind us. All those carefree days of childhood. So, the same survey also asked another question, which was basically, what do you miss most about being a kid? Yeah, they got some great answers. School holidays. Yeah. Waking up without a care in the world. No worries. Hakuna Matata. Having someone cook for you. Laundry, grocery shop. Take care of you when you're sick. Or waking up feeling excited like, oh, there's got to be something cool to do today. Or spending a lot of time outdoors. Remember the outdoors, the big outside? That was actually kind of cool. Seeing friends every day at the school, having friends over after school, going to a friend's house after school, falling asleep quickly and easily, and this is the big one right there, is like staying asleep, And of course, the big one I think most people will agree with, not worrying about money. Yeah. When you don't have to worry about bills, that's a whole other sense of relief right there. But that does lead me to the question. What do you miss the most about being a kid? And I kind of think about that. And I think part of it is just hanging out with my friends a lot, just playing video games with my friends or going to a baseball game. Or we used to do this all the time, going over to the local swimming pool. That was always a whole lot of fun. So I do kind of miss hanging out with my friends. Not that I have a problem with my work friends, because my work friends are awesome. Love you guys. But, hanging out with your friends after work or after school, that is always a fun thing. But what about you? What do you miss about being a kid? That is our question of the day. Go ahead and let me know your answers by calling in 575-523-KGRT. Our text messaging is still in a transition right here, so that's not working. But as always, you can head over to our social media posts, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, and leave a comment there if you want to as well. But can you answer our question? What is it that you miss most about being a kid? That is our question of the day. All right, we are exclusively up on our social media pages. And there was a whole bunch of other answers that came up in that one little question about what you miss the most about being a kid. And like I said, the one probably everybody thinks about is, not having to pay bills, not having to worry about money all the time. Or how about this one? Napping. I've discovered that as I've gotten older, napping plays an important part in the day. And of course, the newness of everything, trying things for the first time or going to the movies for the first time and things like that. I do miss the good movies that used to come out when I was a kid. There's not that many of them coming out these days. I'm just being honest, but I like that newness as well. But what about you? Like I said, what is it that you miss the most about being a kid? Go ahead and leave your comments right here down below. And in the meantime, let's go ahead and take a look at what is going on in and around the world these days, because, we got to keep up to date with everything. Looks like the FBI is warning people not to charge their smartphones in public because scammers are infiltrating public chargers with malware and spyware. Oh, interesting. Yeah. Hotels, shopping centers, and stuff like that, they have free charging stations. Might want to keep an eye on that one. U.S. Postal Service is planning to increase the price of stamps from 63 cents to 66 cents. The government says that the increase is due to inflation. Interesting. And, I guess this is an interesting one. If people are planning their weddings, how would you like to get married in the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile? Yeah. NBC says that Oscar Mayer is going to marry people in the Wienermobile in Las Vegas on April the 15th and 16th. The Oscar Mayer weddings will feature live performance by the Wiener Whistle Quartet, a Wiener wedding cake, wedding photos, and a pun-filled wedding officiant. People can register to get married for the Oscar Mayer website. I'll be happy to be in Vegas, I guess, on April 15th and 16th, which is coming up here pretty quick. Yeah, that's a possibility, I guess. But that's what's going on in and around the world. But our question of the day for you, once again, very simple. What is it that you miss most about being a kid? This kind of comes from the fact that I was just going through a few things and found a survey that found that we lose our sense of fun at around the age 27. So sometime in our mid to late 20s, I guess that sense of adulthood kicks in and things kind of stop being as much fun. I don't know. I am a kid at heart, and I did happen to probably stretch that out at least another 10 years or so. I think I was in my late 30s before I realized that, man, things sometimes are just not as much fun as they used to be. That's when I started to lose that sense of fun, I guess. But yeah, I do miss it. I do miss hanging out with my friends and just going out and doing things. I can't remember the last time that just went out with some friends, just to go out and have some fun. We'll go watch a movie or something else like that. I do miss that greatly. And that whole, bad times of the pandemic didn't help with anything at all. So I don't know. That's what I miss the most. What about you? Go ahead and once again, leave your answers. You can call them in if you want, or you can just leave a comment right below on the page here and let me know what you miss the most about being a kid. That is our question of the day.